Lovely family, my eyes have seen things, my ears have heard things, and your eyes also need to see and your ear need to hear. Thank you so much for coming. Currently, since the time that the United States said, look, Nigeria, we are coming if your government refuses to do the right thing. New development coming from Nigeria, I mean, it's just so mind-blowing. Some of them are horrible. Yeah? New development. Let's talk about the latest 6 developments surrounding Nigeria. Chad closed its border against Nigeria currently as we speak. Is the border closed against the Nigerians because of their citizens? Why did Chad close their borders and deploy military all over? We go to find out. China came in as a strategic partner. They show support and condemn the United States trying to interfere in the internal affairs of Nigeria. The politicians in Nigeria themselves, family, there's a leaked video trending on the internet, and the type of things these politicians in Nigeria revealed in regards to dealing with these stateless people. You see, sometimes I ask if people have a heart, and if some of them politicians are family members, they have kids, and they think about the future of their children and their great-grandchildren. I can't, maybe you will get it. I can't get it. Anyway, the next thing trending in Nigeria is that there is a call from some people in Nigeria that, look, instead of the Nigeria army to go in and stand up to these stateless people, they should rather negotiate with them, the people who are taking the civilians out. The government should negotiate with them. And this is the same negotiation which landed Nigeria where it is currently right now. After we get into the detail, you'll understand that some people are actually working closely with these stateless people, and they are manipulating the government. They have become advisors. The next thing that marveled me is that one of the stateless people came from the bush in Nigeria and was granted an interview. The media was there, and the guy was speaking with all the, for AK-47 and things surrounding him, and with his boys. When you see them, these some kind of small boys, and they are speaking like Nigeria belong to them, and the kind of command and things they are saying. It's just mind-blowing. Now, we are not done with that. And then the U.S. Deputy Secretary of Energy has revealed something that is connected to their oil reserve. The oil reserve is being impacted in a way, and they are finding ways and means to resolve that problem. And Nigeria have oil, by the way. So I'll play that video to you once we land on that topic. Lovely family, let's get right into it. If you're already here, this is Official Survivor Media. Kindly subscribe to the channel and also like the video. It takes nothing from you, okay? It help us move forward, all right? That's the only support you can give us. Now, let's talk about Chad closing its borders. The government of Chad has announced, according to the update, immediate closure of its border with Nigeria. That's the border right there on your screen. It's not a big border, but yeah, the border right there, they close the border. Nobody come in, nobody goes out. And according to the government, it is due to the security concern following the report of alleged USA plan to go and save Christians. Currently, as we're speaking, there is a complete military lockdown along the border that connects Nigeria and Chad together. Soldiers are being deployed all over. And this is happening because the military of Chad detected, intelligence signaled them that terrorist elements from northern Nigeria are preparing to flee into the Chadian territory. And because of that, the soldiers are on full alert with armored vehicles deployed, troops deployed around the key borders, the corridors. Nobody goes in, nobody can in. The president of Chad was quoted, and he warned. This is what he said: no armed group or foreign force will be allowed to enter Chadian soil under any disguise. So the closure of the border is not against the citizens of Nigeria. It is against the stateless people. And I think by now, Niger also needs to do the same thing by closing its border, because the border between Niger and the northern Nigeria is so big, very vast. They need to secure that border very well, solidly. They need not to lose guard at all. And also, at the same time, Ghanaians are also, worried. The worries of Ghanaians is not about the safety of Nigerians, but the safety of Ghana. Meanwhile, the United States was saying that they are going to save the Christians in Nigeria. And Ghanaians are afraid. at home. Ghanaians are also saying that our border needs to be secure. Why? Because if the United States go there and things go off, Nigerians, the country that they will flock in mostly is Ghana. And currently, we are having some banter with them already, you know, with some of them having some attitude in the country. So it looks like everybody is just rejecting Nigerians. Hey, everybody, let's close our borders against Nigeria and kind of things. Anyway, Nigeria, look like you're on your own, but I'm standing with you. Anyway, I agree with the move of Chad because they need to secure their borders, you know, to make sure that no harm comes to their citizens, and they are also protecting their civilians. That is what I think we need to do. Anyway, that's just the first point. China has issued support for Nigeria. Yeah, China said as a strategic partner, they are in support that Nigeria should deal with their internal affair. It's a sovereign country. You can't just wake up from your country that, hey, you're giving warning to the government and all that. Nigeria is not under United States. Nigeria is a sovereign country that can make decisions on their own. So you can't just wake up from your country and then you are giving them warning that if you don't do this and then you are coming. I mean, that is not acceptable. Since when did the United States started caring about Nigerians? Oh, let's speak facts. So China set the record straight that, look, we are not in support of whatever the United States want to do. Let the people of Nigeria decide for themselves. And I think the government of Nigeria needs to sit up. They should stop failing the people. Now, the politicians in Nigeria have revealed some horrible things. Listen to greed.
You cannot just sit down watching them to do whatever they feel like doing simply because they are professionals. You cannot talk to them. Give them targets. During Jonathan, we brought mercenaries. They were about to finish Boko Haram. But because of our complacency and personal aggrandizement and personal interest, we asked them to go back.
You heard that? 2015, they brought in mercenaries to come and fight these stateless people, which means that the army is powerless. They are telling us that the army of Nigeria is powerless. That is the first key point. Now, they brought in mercenaries to come and fight these people. But because of their greed, personal interest, and complicity, they allowed them to go. What? People are dying, and because of few individuals, your interest, you allow the mercenaries to go for the problem to continue going on? Wow.
I was in Borno State as a member of a state house of assembly when the mercenaries were in Borno. They were less than 30. They operate in a place like this. Everybody with a laptop before him, observing what is happening in the bush. The moment they discover an enclave, they will be able to identify how many weapons do they have, what kind of weapons are they using, how many AK-47 do they have, how many explosives do they have. They will take only 3 or 4 people in a chopper, go and clear everything. They will snap pictures before clearing them and bring back HB.
So that is how the mercenaries that they brought operate. Okay, these mercenaries, what they do is that, according to him, you know, they can be in the room and then track these stateless people, how many weapons they have and everything. They can get all the intelligence and take a chopper and then clear them up. You know, it's not, they are not going to engage them on ground battle. No, they fire from the air. Okay.
We are about to finish it. And because of interest, personal interest, that if we allow mercenaries to finish this thing, we are not going to get anything. How much was the bill given by the mercenaries?
Let me hear that again.
And because of interest, personal interest, that if we allow mercenaries to finish this thing, we are not going to get anything. How much was the bill given by the mercenaries? Even Russia is employing mercenaries to fight for them, isn't it? Are we stronger than Russia? Is there anything wrong if you can bring somebody that can fight for you? There's nothing wrong in that. So I'm sorry if people are saying that National Assembly is not doing the needful, National Assembly is not providing the enabling laws. We have provided all the enabling laws. The enforcement of such laws is not ours.
It is clear that the problem of Nigeria is the government of Nigeria. Yeah, no, from this, if this is how politicians are dealing with the situation in Nigeria, they are seeing it as a way, a medium to earn bread, a medium to gain something when people are dying. No, what? How did this video leak? I don't even know. This is not AI, family. This is real. So people sit down at the table and determine or decide the fate of thousands of people who have been kidnapped and all that. Wow. African politicians, bravo. Bravo. The Nigerian army itself, I don't know. I don't know how the army is functioning. I now understand why Nigeria is not part of the Accra Initiative. I now understand why. Because they are in kind of agreement with these people we are talking about. They are in a solid agreement. Even currently, there is a call that, look, we need to rather not fight these people, but to sign agreement with them. All right. Now, this is what Sheikh Gumi is saying. Sheikh Gumi. He's an Islamic cleric, scholar, and a former military officer with the rank of captain in the Nigerian army. This is what he's saying. He said, the US coming to Nigeria to bomb terrorists will worsen the killings. The best solution is to negotiate with them.
If Americans can cure and eliminate the terrorists, I will welcome it myself. But I know they cannot. These terrorists, you see, it's not easy to just come and drop bombs here and there and think you finish them. They have infiltrated the society, so it's going to cause more damage. More Muslims and more Christians will be killed if America would drop a bomb in Nigeria. I'm telling you this because they are human beings. They look, they listen and reason. We are talking to them and they are keeping their weapons. They are not fighting. They still on the weapons. They hold the weapons. But you see, this is a small, gradual process in which slowly we will civilize them, we will take away their weapons and let them into good citizens.
Shut up your mouth.
Can you imagine that? And when you look at the person who is making this comment, you will understand that there are some particular agenda behind the scene to get these people stay in Nigeria. This is what Ibrahim Traore have been warning about, that look, we cannot sign agreement and come to any conclusion with these people. And part of the agreement, do you know what it is? You are going to grant them amnesty. Yes, the stateless people, you need to grant them amnesty. And you need to get them a land to settle in. Yes, these are conditions. And if these people go and take, or let me say, wipe out any village, you can't put it in the news that terrorist attack or no. You need to put it that clash between Fulanis and villages. You are supposed to protect them and clean their image. I'm telling you. That is what the media houses in Nigeria, they are quiet. How do you negotiate with people who come and they unalive your civilian? Justice must be met. But you come and negotiate with them so that they have to live with you in peace. Tomorrow, and they continue breaking the law all the time. Then what is working in Nigeria right now? This has always been the thing. Oh, if you want to fight them, there's going to be more atrocity. These people, they listen. They have a heart. Let's talk to them. What do you mean? No, what the hell? You will come and take out lives, clear out villages, kidnap people in my country, and I have to talk to you. I have to explain to you. I have to sit on table to you with you. And we'll dialogue. That is what Ibrahim Traore warned about. He said, look, you are surrendering. You are running away, or we bury you. That is just what it is. That is what is happening in Burkina Faso. How do you negotiate with kind of people like that? That is not even worse. One of the stateless people came from the bush and was granted an interview. That's the video on your screen. This man was granted an interview, and this is what he said. According to the man, the government are the one breaking their part of the law, which is the reason why they're also breaking part of the law. They spoke with the government and they agreed that they are going to release the hostages that are under their possession. Why do you keep people in hostage in the first place? What wrong have they done? You come to somebody's country and then you take people hostage. And the government have to be begging you. Nigeria is a funny country, right? These days. The problem of Nigeria is in Nigeria. It's not outside. It's in Nigeria. Look at how the man on your screen and he's granted an interview. A terrorist on your state, and you will be having agreement with him. You and these stateless people, you will meet. First of all, you will talk on terms and conditions, and then all of you will go back and continue your fighting, and then you come back and you come. So you are doing. Are you acting movie? Let us know. If it is Hollywood movie or Bollywood movie, we know you are acting an action movie. We know that you are acting movie. Then we watch you. But understand that the movie you are acting, people are dying. Real people are dying in the movie. Where are the leaders of Nigeria in the first place? By the way, the United States is now in. And according to the United States, they want to go and help the Christians in Nigeria. And family, this is what the Deputy Secretary of Energy has to say in regard to the oil reserve of the United States.
The Strategic Petroleum Reserve has been depleted, and it is part of our job going forward to try to replenish it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were quite a lot of sales in the past. Yeah.
Speaking of policy.
Yes. Speaking of policies from previous eras, there quite a bit of it was depleted.
And how concerning is that to the administration?
I think it's a concern. I mean, this is something that the president was pretty clear he wanted to see replenished.
Yeah.
Right. The SPR is one of the important tools we have strategically in the United States, and having it available when necessary is a critical element of policy.
I know you get the message, right? There is so much oil in Nigeria. The goal is to replenish it. And I'm not saying they are going to replenish it in Nigeria, but I'm just letting you know that there is oil in Nigeria. But they're not going because of oil in Nigeria. They are going because of the Christians who are in the oil in Nigeria. So you get the message, right? Nigerians, stop calling for what you have no idea of. Your problems are big, too big to even talk about. We are even having headache talking about you because your problems is just too many. Anyway, lovely people, if you love this breakdown, let me know in the comment section and subscribe to be part of the family. Don't forget to like the video. See you in the next episode.